My name is Deshawn Carter, and I have a goal to get my pro card ultimately. And I started this journey a few years ago with Armand, and started going to his gym and started seeing results. And throughout that time span, other trainers and other people kind of started getting in my head, and I kind of left Armand and I went to another trainer that basically took me from where I was and boat me up 60, 70 pounds, only to drop me back down, but I look horrible for that show. So throughout that process, I reached back out to Armin, and basically he, did an assessment. I came in, he did an assessment, and he basically asked me what my goals were. And, I kind of told him, and, for the first show that he and I did together, I had about 8 weeks to prep. And immediately, we got on a diet, we got on a phenomenal workout plan, and literally I could see the pounds fall off, and I could see the muscles, added each and every week. And ultimately we went to our first show together, and I got first in my particular heat, and I ended up getting third place overall. Ever since then, he and I have kept a close relationship because he basically understands the human anatomy. He understands what it takes, to ultimately get a person, to any fitness level or any goal that they want. Mine is ultimately doing, bodybuilding all natural, but it can be something as simple as maybe you just want to drop a couple pounds. Maybe you want to look good going to the beach. Maybe you want to feel good about yourself, so you don't necessarily have a particular weight you're trying to drop to, but maybe you just want to feel good about yourself. Maybe it's just something that the doctor say, hey, you need to move because your health is suffering, and I keep adding medicine. Whatever your fitness goals, is, Armin is definitely the person that can help you. What I love the most about working with Armin, aside from all of that, is he is a coach that, practice what he preaches. He's not someone that you look at him and he's severely overweight, but he's telling you, hey, you got to stick to this diet, and hey, you got to push yourself. Hey, he's practicing what he preached, and I can appreciate that because, as I mentioned earlier, I had a particular coach that when you look at him, he doesn't look all that great. So there was a couple times in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, you're telling me don't eat my favorite foods, and you're telling me to do this and do that, and you're saying you're doing it, but yet the results are not showing it. And ultimately, the results show with me going to my first show. I did not look good, and I did not feel good. I did not feel confident. So, kind of bringing us all back to Armin, he understood, what it was that I was looking for, because he made sure he asked the right questions, and he made sure that each and every day and every week, we would stand on track. And I can appreciate that because sometimes, after dieting for a few weeks, you kind of lose focus. But each and every time that he and I met, or when we would work out, just that little extra push, is what I needed to get me over the top. So ultimately, we did very well. And I like to think that I could have won that show, but my posing kind of killed me. Definitely, he had my physique. More muscular, more toned than the other competitors that won. But, obviously when you're bodybuilding, it's more than one aspect. You actually have to pose very well also. So we've been working on that. This go round, he has me looking even better than I did the first go round. So I like to think going into the show, again, that confidence that I spoke of earlier that I did not have, I really feel confident because I know what type of product ultimately he presented in the first show. And that makes me feel even more comfortable going into this show, knowing that, I am more in shape. I'm more conditioned than that first show. But man, oh man, something else I love about Armin is the workouts are never the same. So there's what they call muscle memory. Once you do the same workout so many weeks in a row, your body kind of get used to it and it get easy. Well, with his workouts, which I love, it's never easy because he's always constantly changing, which always constantly confuse the muscle, which also constantly make them grow. So going into the second show, our goal is to win the show. There's a show that's in Orlando that he's going to do and that I'm trying to get to. and hopefully we can kind of go together and kind of tag team together. So needless to say, to kind of sum up everything, the experience has been great. As long as he's willing, I'm going to always, put my faith in him. Other trainers always constantly coming up, talking to me saying, man, I can show you this and I can show you that. Well, my confidence in Armin is to the point where I just I just give him a stiff arm. So you know what? We're good. I'm happy with who I'm with, because the product speaks for itself. So we're about a little over 2 weeks out, and man, I feel like I can step on the stage today. And this is the second day of cutting. So by the time the show actually comes and, I cut, I know I'm going to look phenomenal. He also, aside from looking phenomenal, as I said, we're going to, the confidence level is at all-time high. So that's another aspect of a show. You got to pose great, you got to look great, and most importantly, you got to be confident. You got to feel like you can win, and I absolutely feel like that I can win. So again, whatever your fitness levels are, whatever your goals are, he's definitely the guy that you want to reach out to. And especially when it comes to supplementations, I mean, the guy knows his stuff, and I can appreciate that. It's not some guru that's trying to, shove a bunch of supplements down your throat just because he may be sponsored and he gets an extra kickback, the back end. This guy definitely knows exactly what is in every supplement and how it's going to be an attribute to your body. So with that being said, I would highly, highly, highly suggest anyone out there that's looking to, reach any fitness level that you may want, Herman is definitely a guy that you want to talk to, because, as I said, not only does he practice what he preaches, but I mean, I've seen numerous testimonials, as well as before and after pictures of people that he's worked with. And as I said, everybody's fitness level might not be to mine, my goals. Yours again may just be, hey, I just want to feel good in the suit. Hey, I want to feel good on the beach. Hey, I want my wife to kind of look at me like she used to 15, 20 years ago, whatever the case may be. But he definitely can help you get there. And he's not going to, pressure you into doing anything that you don't want to do, because at the end of the day, he has the knowledge, but you have to have the will. And as long as you have the will combined with his knowledge, you're going to reach whatever it is that you want to reach. So with that being said, I thank him so much for all he's done for me and that he continues to do for me. And I think if you give him the opportunity, he can do the same for you.